challenging about taking that on? Was it the verisimilitude of the voice, or what did you find was the biggest challenge in preparing for that role?
For me, the physical training was unlike anything I'd ever done before. I was training for that for a few years before that show ended up going off Broadway. I was running every day, eating more food than I ever could get my hands on. That side of the physical aspect was really tough. Also, like his cadence, Muhammad Ali's cadence is very specific. There's a lot of training and a lot of time went into watching a lot of his footage, trying to get it down very specifically because, you know, if you look like Muhammad Ali but don't have that iconic cadence and rhythm, people go, oh, okay, you look the part, but you know, you didn't really put the work in. So there's a bit of musicality with how he speaks, and also the way in which his mind would work and the way in which he would rhyme. That really resonated with me because I like rhyming, I like talking trash, and it just really fell into place with me. So, yeah.
I'd like to say that I hate to put you on the spot, but I'm going to put you on the spot. Champ, is this going to be the most incredible Q&A of all time?
This is going to be the best Q&A you've ever seen because I'm up here with my boy Moises, and you know what I mean. So sit back, relax, and enjoy your time because I think I'm almost finished with this rhyme.
So we got a lot of people out here who are fans of a lot of things. I think a lot of people are fans of Justice League, fans of Cyborg. I gather that you've got some fandoms of your own. What are you into? What is it that you re-listen to, re-watch? What is your fandom?
I'm big into anime. I've been watching tons of stuff recently. Hunter x Hunter, I've just burned through a lot of that. My Hero Academia, and I know we've got a lot of voice actors from the dub on that side. I was gushing about that. Anytime I get a chance to talk to Chris Abbott, I'll definitely say, hey, still appreciate your work. I'm big into board games, trading card games, that kind of stuff. You know, all the geeky goodness that we love. And video games. That's a big one for me.
Oh, okay. What are you playing late into the night until 4 a.m.?
I've just restarted Neo again because I got Neo 2 for the PS5 and I want to get through Neo again to get to that. I've also been playing Hades on the Switch more recently. I've been getting stuck into that, man. I was a big Dead Cells fan. This falls right into like my purview.
Let's turn it over to the audience right here. This guy covered in battle rings.
Come on!
Fifth grade teacher here. This question is for my students. What advice can you give them on how to be successful in school or in life?
No pressure.
No pressure. Just
life, right?
All right. What piece of universal advice could I give to a person to help them be successful at any and everything? I mean, what I would say is stay flexible. Stay flexible. Everything changes. You may change, your mind may change, your passion may change. Stay flexible because it's the cliche, or if you don't bend, you'll break. And you never know how any of this is going to go. And I think flexibility is one of the most useful things that I've found in being able to say, okay, well, being able to observe how things are moving and adjust accordingly.
Thank you very much, Greg.
My pleasure, and thank you for teaching.
So, knowing Cyborg's story and his background, does it help you intimately connect with your character more knowing that, so you can put the character relatable better?
So does Cyborg's background help me inform my performance by way of that character? Absolutely. And I think that the same is true for any actor that picks up any role, right? You look at what's on the page, you look at the history of the character that you're playing, if there is a sort of long-standing history for the character. You ask yourself, well, how am I similar to this person? How am I different from this person? What is it that I'd like to adjust about myself in this performance to meet the character where it's at? Or what about the character would I want to adjust a little bit to either meet me or to make it a little bit more exciting or entertainable or relatable to the people at home watching? And I spent a lot of time with Cyborg. I was cast as Cyborg in 2014. We didn't start filming that film until 2016, so I had 2 years of being able to read everything, just absorb everything, to continue to see Zack's work and to see how I could make that character fit in his world. And I had a lot of help from Chris Terrio, a lot of help from Zack, who really just gave me the ability to feel loose and free within the confines of the story. So yeah, long answer long. Absolutely, research is key for me.
So, I mean, Zack Snyder's Justice League really restores the heart of the movie, which is your character. It was intended to be your character the whole time. You were our audience surrogate. On the positive side of things, when the social media campaigns were ramping up and so on, what was the most surreal part of that for you as you received those likes and retweets rolling in? Like, take us to, I don't know, your MacBook and your box and you started to paint a picture like at 4 in the morning or whatever it was. Like, what was that like for you?
I mean, seeing the fan support, it was like, I think for me it was like a gradual build, right? Because I've been watching since the very beginning. There have been people that have been talking about the movie since the theatrical version of the film came out, right? Like, I got up and said, hey, look, there is a Snyder cut. It's not a matter, it's not a myth. It's not a question of whether or not it exists. It's a matter of whether or not we get to see it, right? Jason coming out saying that he saw the Snyder cut. All this footage that started leaking on the internet. When I started seeing that kind of stuff happen, about like the lost Cyborg footage, like on the rooftop, and the CG wasn't completely finished, I said, oh my God, like that was stuff I hadn't even seen, even in that capacity, until it was leaked on the internet. And I was like, oh man, listen, if the movie doesn't happen, at the very least, hopefully somebody just leaks all this stuff on the internet so we at least have the footage somewhere. Maybe somebody will do like some sort of fan CG over the top and like make it look awesome. Like, I didn't know what to expect, to be honest with you. But when I got the call and Zack told me that they were going to actually do it, I was like, man, I was beyond over the moon. Because for years, you kind of have to sit with the idea that there's another movie out there. You can't talk about it as specifically as you want because you're looking at a team player. If you talk about it too much, it might throw people off, and the studio the studio may not want to do it from the outset. Like, this was a slow burn situation that was a perfect storm of fan interaction, people behind the scenes being willing to make concessions, like even going to the actors and saying, hey, is it okay if we release this thing? Folks had said no. In any of those different instances, the movie wouldn't have come out at all. Like, everybody had to say yes at some point to make that thing happen. So, for me, I'm still like floored by the fact that we got it out. Every time I see the Zack Snyder Justice League DVD box being put onto the desk and he signed it now, I'm just like, man, this thing's real. Like, it's still real. It's not going anywhere.
Like, there's an actual physical artifact of it.
Absolutely. So people that decide to yank it off HBO Max for whatever reason, we've got a record that this thing exists.
Hello again, sir. So I actually just wanted to say that last year I was retired out of the Army, and at the time it looked like I wasn't going to walk without a cane again. And in the time that I took to go through physical therapy, get in the gym and start walking again, your character in Zack Snyder Justice League said 2 things that helped me out more than I can ever say. I am not broken and I'm not alone. So thank you for that. And I was just curious, because when did it hit you that you were in something big? Like, yes, you're cast as Cyborg, but when did it actually hit you that, holy crap, I'm a part of this universe, I'm going to play this character that people know and love, and he's going to interact in a way with other characters that people know and love, and it's happening right now?
I think I knew it was big when I saw Batman v Superman for the first time. So I was hanging out with Chris Terrio in New York, and he had gone to watch one of the early screenings, right, before they picture locked the movie. And at the time, he's writing Justice League, we're having our powwows, just chopping it up, hanging out, whatever, right? And he's like, hey, you want to go watch BVS? And I was like, really? Okay, let's go. And so we ended up going to this theater in Times Square in New York. And I remember sitting, Chris is on my right, and I remember just sitting, just like watching in awe. I was like, my God, this is going to be epic. Epic. I was like, this is what Batman Superman is, right? The heart, the symbolism, all of what this story is. If I could be a part of something that has even half that amount of consequence, right? Or half that amount of thought put into it, like, I'll be good. Like, this is going to be like this is going to be one for the ages. It really will be. And I do think that, you know, that this movie will hold up. Zack Snyder's Justice League, I think, will truly stand the test of time when it comes to people looking back at this whole comic book era of things.
Thanks, sir. More life.
You already know.